Good afternoon, adventurers. How are
Hey.
you today? We are currently at Graham Cave State Park in Montgomery, Missouri. So we're gonna go walk the trails and answer some questions, let you guys get to know us better and see the sights. So let's
Check
go.
out a cave.
Let's go on an adventure.
So I don't know how well you can see it because the camera's not showing it great. But there's about a, I don't know, 30-degree incline just to start the trail. We're about halfway up, and man, is that a rough way to start a hike.
Ooh, I can see some rock formations up ahead. Looks like we're already at the cave. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Great thing about Missouri is all the different caves that we have. There's always something to explore, no matter what part of the state you're in. So this is the cave. This is Graham Cave. We're gonna walk up to it. It doesn't go in very deep. It's pretty shallow. And they've got like some fencing up so you can't go back there. But let's check it out. I'm bouncing around a lot as I walk. But I'm pretty sure this cave is made of sandstone. A lot of the caves in Missouri are limestone. I think this one is sandstone. But that's as far back as it goes. But you can check out the ceiling on it. It's really nice and cool. Even though it doesn't go in very deep, it's really, really nice and cool whenever you get into the little bit of the cave. We've got kind of this really soft dirt. Now we're going to take a little hike. We were not smart. Whoa, I tripped. We were not smart, and we did not wear bug spray today. So the mosquitoes should have a field day eating some food on us. Ooh, we got some stairs up here. Oh, guys, look at this. How gnarly is that? It grew from the ground like that.
The way it's twisted, it almost looks like there was some kind of either storm damage or somebody intentionally twisted a tree like that.
I'm wondering if maybe it could be tornado damage. Tornadoes do weird things to trees. Got some stairs up ahead. So we decided that we were gonna do like a question answer, even though you guys aren't asking the questions. We found some questions on the internet that you would ask somebody on a first date. So we thought maybe we would ask those to each other. Ooh, look at the wildflowers. We'd ask them to each other, and that way you guys get to know us a little bit better.
Okay, guys, so we found this little path. It's not marked as a trail, but we just decided to take a little walk, and it looks like we are now on top
We are on top.
of the cave. So like we're not gonna get too close to the edge here, but there you go. Now we're looking over the edge. Man, what a view.
So we're on the hiking trail and we've come across another bridge. You guys, there is sand everywhere on this trail because of all the sandstone. This is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you can see the sandstone up there through the trees.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get to know us a little bit better. My name's Sarah.
I'm Brian.
We've been married for 22 years. We got married the summer between our junior and senior year. So when we went back to school as seniors, we were married. We've got 4 kids. We had 2 of them before we even graduated high school. So yeah, it's been crazy raising the 4 kids. We kind of all grew up together. We have three of our older kids are in the military. So we have 2, our oldest son and our youngest daughter are both in the Army, and our oldest daughter is in the Air Force. Our oldest daughter is currently stationed in Germany, and our youngest daughter is going to be stationed in South Korea. She's still in AIT right now, so she's still like learning her job and everything. And our son is stationed in Alaska, and he will soon be deployed.
Those of you who don't know AIT, so you go through basic training and then there's a school that you go to after that based on what you're going to be doing for your job in the Army or in the military. And so AIT is that school. So she's in her school learning her job that she's going to be doing in the military. So that's what that is.
And one of the reasons why we decided to make this channel was because literally in the last year, so all 3 kids have left home within the last year. So in the last year, we've drove to Fort Benning twice. We drove to Lackland, Texas, Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio, Texas once. We've gone to Florida 4 times. So literally our life is like constantly on the go with everything, and who knows what's going to happen in the future. Like, we may move, we may go to South Korea and see our daughter, we may go to Germany, we may go to Alaska. You know, we go to the theme parks all the time, we go to Disney a lot, we really go to Universal a lot because we're Universal pass holders, so annual pass holders. So we're constantly there. So that's just kind of a little bit of background about ourselves. I'm 39. Let's see. We're going to ask some questions that Brian pulled up, like first date questions, but we figure we're building a relationship with YouTube. So, I mean, it's kind of a date, so let's go with that.
All right, so question number 1, where are you from originally?
So, I'm originally from a small town right outside of Metro St. Louis. I was born and raised there.
I actually grew up in Ferguson, Missouri, and moved out to the same small town as Sarah around the time I started high school. You may have heard of some issues in Ferguson, and those were things that we started noticing as a family when I was living there. So my family decided it was time to leave and wanted something a little smaller town-wise. So question number 2, how many siblings do you have?
I have 1. She's a younger sister. She is 8 years younger than I am, so there's a big age difference there. What about you?
I have 3 siblings, so there's 4 of us all together, all boys. I have 1 older brother and 2 younger brothers. So my older brother is just a couple of years older than I am. My younger brothers are like 7 and 9 years younger than me, so we're kind of spread out pretty well. All right, question number 3. What brought you to this city? I feel like we both kind of answered that one already.
Yeah, kind of never left.
Yeah, and I clearly already went over why I'm here.
Right.
Where did you go to school?
So I went to school in my small town, like kindergarten to graduation, same school, never changed. I tried to do like a semester at community college, but it's really hard to do whenever you have 4 littles at home. Like, and working on top of that just wasn't cut out for me at the time, so just didn't do it.
And I'm pretty well the same. Went to school in Ferguson until I moved out. Finished school in the same small town. Tried to give community college a little bit of a go as well. It's hard to balance working full-time, being a full-time parent, or being a significant parent, you know, and then trying to go to school as well. So it became one of those things where you're juggling too many things, and you know, I'm not going to forego my kids, and I have to have a career, so something's got to go. That's the one.
Life happens.
Next question. Let's see. What do you do for work, and do you like it?
Okay, so I am a stay-at-home mom. Right now, we only have one kid at home, but I babysit for my sister during the week. So Monday through Friday, I have her two littles, and I absolutely love it. Like, being with the kids is like, they bring out the best of me. Sometimes the worst, but mainly the best. So I'm going to say yes, I enjoy my job.
I am an insurance adjuster. I love my job as far as I love helping people. And when you're an insurance adjuster, you're generally helping somebody when they're having a really bad day. So there are times where I absolutely love my job because I love helping people. There is the business side of it that sometimes will make you a little frustrated.
I feel like that's just like any job, though.
Maybe, but it's hard to contrast the helping versus so much business side of it.
Right.
All right, next question. Do you have any favorite television shows?
So, my favorite television show currently just went off the air. So, Game of Thrones. I even have a Game of Thrones tattoo. Oh, yeah, Deathly Hallows also. But yeah, that was like my favorite show. After that, I mean, I got into Twilight Zone, but that ended. So, I mean, summer break, there's not a lot to watch. What about you?
We were both very heavily into Game of Thrones. We started that party a little bit late, but that just made it fun so we could get caught up.
The binging was great.
Yes. Used to like watching Walking Dead a lot. Ever since Rick went off the show.
Don't give any spoilers because
yeah.
you might have somebody.
So, kind of was a little different. Also, a really big fan of, I know it's technically YouTube, but Cobra Kai. That is an amazing show.
Yes,
absolutely love that.
I can agree. Unfortunately, it only comes out, like, they put out the whole season at one time, and they do it in, like, March or April. So you've got to wait a whole year for the new season. Drives me crazy.
But then you get to watch the whole season, like, all in, like, 2 days. It's amazing.
Yeah, but until then.
What kind of music do you like?
So, I kind of go everywhere. I like country music. I like alternative music. I'm really into Breaking Benjamin. Let's see, Grandson, I'm like really huge into right now. Like old classics too, like 80s, like the popular stuff like in the 80s. Totally down with that too. So what's your favorite music?
I'm kind of in the same vein, although I stretch, I think, a little bit more, because I'll, like, listen to straight-up classical sometimes.
Yeah, you do. I don't know how you do that, but I mean, to each their own.
It's relaxing.
Okay.
It kind of helps me focus sometimes, too. So, but we like a lot of the same bands. I've also big fan of Five Finger Death Punch.
Yes.
Do you have any hobbies?
Well, the whole reason why I started YouTube was because I needed a hobby. I needed something to keep my mind off of the kids being gone. And we have people. Sorry about that, guys. We had somebody walk up behind us, which is cool. It's just, I don't want anybody on camera that didn't agree to be on camera. So it's best just to stop it and just move out of the way and let him continue on his hike. And we can continue on with our video. So as I was saying, that's kind of why I started YouTube. I needed a hobby. Ever since the kids have been gone, it's been like really rough on me because, being a stay-at-home mom, I'm at the house and, the voices that you're used to hearing aren't there anymore. So, YouTube gives me an outlet, gives me something to occupy my time. I got a camera, so I'm trying to do like photography. I've been taking a lot of pictures today, so I'm hoping to, set that as a hobby also. What about you, Brian?
I like, I don't know. I like fishing, hunting.
Ooh, I can fish like nobody's business. You guys wait.
She keeps stealing my stuff. So I also like to dabble with making my own beer and hard cider. That's just kind of a little thing I kind of ran across, and it's fun to do, but it can get expensive, so I don't do it as often as I'd like. I also like, other typical stuff like bug. I like playing video games, stuff like that. I like playing games with my kids, my family, board games, that type of thing. We like really weird and unique board games. Do you like to travel, and have you taken any trips recently?
So, I like to travel. I don't like to drive. Currently, we've driven every place we've been to, and driving to Orlando is like a 20-hour drive straight. It wears on you. The last trip we took, we went last month and saw our daughter graduate basic training in South Carolina. So we drove from our town in Missouri all the way to Fort Jackson, South Carolina, saw her graduate, and then we drove her to her school in Virginia, which was 6 hours from Fort Jackson. So, and then after that, we drove from Virginia back to our town. So that was our last trip.
So if you take a look at our channel, you should actually see there is a graduation at Fort Jackson, and that is actually our daughter's graduation. So the people coming out through the smoke in that video, our daughter's one of those people.
Yeah.
It was amazing to watch.
It was incredible. There wasn't a dry eye in the house. Everybody was crying. It's so emotional. It's so many feelings all at once, and all that pride and everything. It's fantastic. So let's get moving a little bit, and we'll pop back on and answer some more questions. This is an absolutely beautiful hike. Super long, but it's absolutely beautiful.
Pretty well shaded too, so it's nice to not get too hot on the hike.
Yeah, I don't think we realized how long the hike was going to be, which is fine. I enjoy it. It's just a really hot day. So, what are some things that interest you guys? We'd like to hear your input.
What are some things that you want to know about us?
Yeah, I'm sure that we've left something out. Sorry, I'm having to look down for snakes. That's the last thing I want. Be bitten by a snake while out making a YouTube video. Amateur YouTuber bitten by copperhead while on hike. Yeah, that'll go over great. So, this state park has so many different walking trails, so many different hiking trails, and they're all marked with different colors on like the trees. They put like little colored squares. I have never seen so many hiking trails in my life, I don't think. There's the blue walking trail, there's the red, there's the orange, there's the yellow. What other colors did we see, Brian?
Green.
Green. Then they have just the black line. Yeah, there's so many that you can't keep track. So it's like, what trail do we want to go on? We're on orange. How do we get to the red? Oh, we got to take the blue to the red. So take orange to the blue to the red. Crazy.
I feel like we're catching bus lines.
Yeah, we've got to be at this color by this time. Ooh, going over a little bridge again. This is the first time that we've ever been to this national park or state park.
State park.
Yeah, state park, my bad. And I am blown away with how beautiful it is, how big it is. We've got a state park in our hometown. It is not this big. There is not this much to do. They said that there's a waterfall during the wet season, and to be honest with you, I feel like this whole year's been a wet season, because if you look at the news or look online, like Missouri's like super flooded right now, like St. Charles County. Like there's certain towns and places that have to take boats to like houses to get people out of their houses. So I would think that it would be considered the wet season. I could be wrong, but there's supposed to be a waterfall somewhere in here. I'm kind of looking for it. How you doing, Brian?
Doing good.
Trying to get you on camera. There you are.
I have to say, as far as this state park goes, this is the best maintained bridges and stairs and everything that I've seen in a state park. Like, they do an excellent job. Whoever's job it is to run and maintain this stuff, you're doing an awesome job, man. Keep it up.
Yeah, so if you live in Missouri and you haven't been here yet, make it a point to do it. And if you happen to decide, hey, you know, we're going to be passing through Missouri to go to this place, or we're going to go to Missouri for a vacation or something, try to come here. It is beautiful. And there's like not a lot of people out here. Like we've seen 5 people maybe the entire time we've been out here. So it's not bad at all. We've pretty much got the whole place to ourselves. It's pretty awesome. So I think I found the waterfall. Brian's gonna go see if we can find a different spot. But if you look, there's kind of a shelf like waterfall thing here. Let's see if I can. They have a bridge here built in. But this is from the top. Let's go see if Brian's found a different spot to look at it. Did you find another spot?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see. Careful. He was yelling at me to be careful. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. Here.
Right, hang on, let me get down first.
Do you think you can get down and get back up?
Yeah.
Okay.
You stop it?
Yeah.
Okay. I got my gun on me. I don't want to flash somebody my piece while I'm jumping down here. It is a little bit further down than I thought it was. I'm not worried about getting down. It's getting back up is what I'm worried about.
I'm not getting down.
Okay.
I came up on what looks like a lookout rock. Like, look at that. If the woods are your happy place, this would be your happy place. And the rock that I'm on has a little hole through it. Can you see anything? Tell me what you see. Come across a really neat rock formation. I don't know how well you guys can see it. Let me walk in front of Brian. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera, but I bet this is beautiful when it rains and the water runs down it. So many different natural waterfalls in this place because of all the sandstone and all the different rocks. Here's some more. It's just awesome to be walking along a trail and see all this natural beauty. Oh, this is like a legit hike. And I didn't wear my hiking boots. I just wore my tennis shoes. Ooh, little lizards scurrying around. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. Well, guys, that was our adventure for the day. It was an awesome hike. Like I said, I highly recommend Grand Cave State Park. So if you're ever in the area, or if you are in the area, come by and give it a look-see, see what you think about it. Brian, do you have any last words?
If it's raining, you're going to have some gorgeous waterfalls.
Oh, yeah.
We've had some issues lately with our channel showing up in searches. So if you want to make sure that you're seeing all the stuff that we put out, until we get this YouTube thing figured out why it's not showing up in search, we do recommend that you like and subscribe, hit the little bell icon, just so that you actually know when the videos come out, because with it not showing up in search, it's kind of a problem, and we'd hate for somebody to be looking for our stuff and not be able to find it. So
It's a really good idea, guys, because I don't know what's going on with this channel, but it just does not show up. Sometimes if you search for it and take out all the spaces, you can find it, but sometimes you can't. So I don't know what the deal is. Hopefully when we get more subscribers, it'll show up better. But, you know, just like and subscribe for now. I know I said I wasn't going to say it, but what can you do?
yeah, if it's not showing up, it's the only way to make sure you can see it. So
All right, until our next adventure, bye.
bye.